Good day, subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Jeremy. This is the Financial Education Channel, and today we're doing 3 signs that you should quit your job as soon as possible, guys. So these are 3 signs that if you're showing any of these, especially if you're showing all 3, like, you need to find a way out of there as soon as possible. Like, you need to find a better job, a different job. You need to start your own business. You need to do something else because this is just not good for your health, some of these things, guys. And it's just a bad situation. I see so many people in these situations, and it honestly makes me sad because they just don't get out of it. They just keep doing the same thing, and you keep doing the same thing, and you hate it. It's just insanity at the end of the day, guys. So number 1 is what I call Friday love, Sunday night dread. What does this mean? This means and this is millions, if not tens of millions of people feel like this. Friday is the best day ever because that's the last day of work, right? And then they're just so happy, they're so pumped. That's their greatest day of the week is Friday. And as soon as Sunday night rolls around, they're just like, oh, gotta go back to work. Oh, this sucks. And they're just like, Monday's just a dread day. Sunday night, Monday is just a dread day. They just feel horrible. They're not happy to be there. They're just disappointed. That's a horrible way of living, guys. And there's massive amounts of people out there that are in that category. They just look forward to that weekend. And maybe it's not a Friday through Sunday. Maybe your weekend, I don't know, maybe you get Wednesday and Thursday off, or Tuesday and Wednesday, or something like that. Like, when people's weekends come, they get so excited, and then when the weekend's about to be over, they just dread it, and that's because they hate their job. Like, if you loved your job, you're not going to get so excited that it's a weekend. You're not going to get all depressed that all of a sudden Monday's coming around if you truly loved your job. And think about this, guys. There's 24 hours in a day, right? Say 8 hours of that you sleep. Okay, that leaves 16 hours. That means at least 8 hours usually is spent at work, right? So half your waking hours during the week are spent at work. So why do you want to do something you absolutely hate, you dread? Why do you want to do that? That's just idiotic to me, guys. I mean, you know, I remember working for my dad's pool business. I always hated it as a kid. You know, he would always, as soon as summer started, we went out and we cleaned pools. And I'm glad he did that because it taught me about business and entrepreneurship and all those kinds of things. But I always hated it. And as soon as like Friday came, I was like, yes, it's going to be the weekend. And as soon as like Sunday night came, I just dreaded it. I was like, oh, I do not want to go clean pools right now. But unfortunately, I was a kid. And most people are adults and they're still making these decisions to work a job. Like, you have the option to do something else. Not unlike me, I didn't have an option. And if you're an adult, you have an option to go do something else, and you still stick with it. It's mind blowing to me, guys. Number 2 is if you're frustrated by a lack of promotions or a lack of money coming in the door. So there's a ton of people that work their butts off, think they deserve a promotion, and they get passed by, and that promotion maybe is to make an extra $10,000 a year, maybe an extra $20,000 a year, maybe an extra $5,000. You know, get more credibility and all those kinds of things, move up the ranks. If you're frustrated and you don't see yourself moving in the direction you want to be moving, and things are just taking way too long, man, you got to get out of that job. You got to go find something else. You got to find another job to go to, or start a business or something, because you're just being held back. And I feel like a lot of people that want to rise the ranks would actually be way better off as entrepreneurs than working for a company, because when you're an entrepreneur, you control your own destiny. However many hours you want to work and put in, you can put that in. You want to make it extra 10, 20, 30, 50,000 next year, you can do that as an entrepreneur. When you work for a company, really, really hard to do. So people that are trying to move up the ranks, if you're getting frustrated because you're not getting that promotion, you're not getting that extra money, then it may be time for you to look at something else. And maybe entrepreneurship, honestly, is a way for you, because I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It's hard out there in the corporate world because a lot of it's politics. You know, you get passed over because you're this or that, or you're not this and that, and the other person this. It's frustrating, guys. It's frustrating out there. I know I've been through the corporate grind. I know what it's like to get passed over for promotion. It's like, that dude got promoted, that chick got promoted. They aren't even close to as good as me. How the hell did they get promoted? I know what it feels like, guys. It's a horrible feeling. So if you feel that way, go somewhere else. Just don't keep sticking there. Life is long, but life is also short, okay? So if you just wait another extra 5, 10 years, man, there goes, 10, 20% of your life just passed you by, and you just were waiting at that job, just frustrated you couldn't get promoted. So think about that, guys. And the third one is if it's taking away from your ambition, if work is taking away from your ambition, then you got to find something else to do. And I know this happened to me, honestly, working at Quick Trip, and I loved the company and whatnot, but it was taking away from my ambition. It really was, guys. It was just driving me to kind of, just do whatever I had to do, and that was it. It was taking away my ambition slowly but surely, and that's what the corporate grind can do. It just starts taking away your ambition because you do the same thing. You're like a robot. You're like a machine. You go in there the same day, and when you're a machine, you stop being creative. You stop creating. You stop exploring your mind out there, and you just do one thing, and it's like that same thing day in and day out, and that slowly starts robbing you of your ambition. And I had to quit work for over a year just to get my ambition back, guys. Think about that. The greatest day ever was my last day at Quick Trip when I stopped working for the company because I felt like it was a new day. It was a new dawn for me. I could maybe start getting my ambition. Think about that. I'm a workaholic, and I was so done with work. It had robbed me of my ambition. If you feel like you're in that situation where it's robbing you of your ambition and you're just starting to get lazy and your mind is just stuck in a really small segment, when you're in your mind, I wish you guys could experience where my mind is at right now. My mind is so big. There's so many things I see out there that I was just blind. It was like they had blinders over me before, and now I just see the world in a whole different light. I wish everyone watching this could experience what I'm talking about right now, or knows what I'm talking about. So those are 3 signs that you should quit your job as soon as possible. Go find a better job. Go be an entrepreneur. Go do something on your own. Figure out something where financially you'll be okay for a certain amount of time. Maybe take a step back. This is something so many people are not willing to do. They live a lifestyle with their job, and they're not willing to even take a step back, monetarily, maybe get a worse car, maybe live in a crappier place or something like that so they can start a business. Like, most people don't want to do that step. Maybe that's the step for you. So then you can actually be happy. Would you rather have a 4-bedroom house and be miserable, or a 2-bedroom and be happy? These are questions you guys got to ask yourself sometimes. And who knows, maybe you'll end up having a 50-bedroom house a few years later because you changed and you went a different direction, guys. So I hope you absolutely enjoyed this today, guys. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.